One concept black men need to understand is there's a big difference between being liked and being respected. And most black men I've seen, they want to be liked. They don't understand that being liked is a weak position. And people can like you for a moment, but they will not respect you. And what you really want, what any man really wants in life, is to be respected. And most black men, they think that because someone likes them, that they see a value to them. Respect is something that is earned. Liked is given. People will like you; they'll give that to you in the beginning. But respect, that is something that is earned over time, and that is something that shows the person has true appreciation and true value of a person. When people respect people, they show them courtesy. They show them that they have value in their lives, and they're going to go out of their way to support them and protect them and look out for them. And they're going to see them as somebody who's going to be a part of their life. Most black men, unfortunately, want everyone to like them because, again, they come from these single mother households and they come from a female perspective of thinking and a way of life. So they go out looking for someone to like them. They go out looking for it to be popular, and they go out looking for social currency. Um, Sometimes that's not that. I mean, as a man, that's not going to work for you as a man. What you want is respect, and if you can't get respect, then you have nothing. If people do not see you as somebody valuable, somebody they look up to, and someone that they want in their lives and appreciate as a human being, then you have nothing. You can be liked for a day, but then you will not get anything. I mean, people like something for a minute and they throw it away like 2 days later. Um, but respect is something you have for a lifetime. I mean, people who respect other people respect them for, I say, not a lifetime if they know them like that, but for years. People respect goes a long way, and a lot of black men don't understand that the only way to get respect is to earn it, or in some cases take it. But most black men are too scared to take respect. They get caught up in macho and bravado, and they give their power away. Um, Respect is something. It's an intangible. Every man aspires to get from people. It's not gained through social currency. It is not gained through material items such as sneakers or gold chains or stuff like that. Respect is earned by action. And if people don't give you respect, you have to walk away from them. If people are rude and disrespectful and they're making crass comments and being insulting and they're being rude, you have to say, look, these people don't respect me and it's time for me to leave. And that's about maintaining your personal power. Or if I'm in a place where I need to be, I need to leave these people alone and find another social circle to deal with. Because my respect is an important personal intangible. It has tremendous value, and that's one of the problems black men have is that they keep trying to stay in places where they are clearly not wanted, they're clearly not appreciated, and this is among other black people, not among non-black people, but among their own people. And then they don't set boundaries, they don't demand better. And if you don't demand better, that's another important thing about respect is standing up for yourself and saying, I'm not going to put up with such and such behavior. I'm going to set this line in the sand. I'm going to establish the standard for how I'm going to be treated and how things are going to be. And again, because many black men come from single mother households, they sit there and they tolerate things because they see their mother tolerating things. And any man of character is going to say, look, I'm not going to tolerate this in my life. I'm not going to tolerate certain behaviors, certain attitudes, and certain things presented to me. It's unacceptable. And the only way to get respect is to respect yourself and to set those values and to establish those standards for yourself from day one. And the problem with many black men, especially come from single mother households, most 70% of them come from single mother households, they don't set these standards early on. Because most men who are out here, they set standards early on for how they're going to be treated, what people are going to say to them, how they're going to say to them, how they're going to treat them. And that's how respect is earned because they set that line in the sand, they set those boundaries, and they demand better of people. They don't accept any old behavior, and they don't put themselves in a subservient position like the simp does. When you put yourself in a subservient position, you're telling people that they can have power over you and they can have control over your ultimate destiny and your future. And when you put yourself in that subservient position, you've lost before you even started playing. You've lost before you even started going out on the field. And you can't do that. You have to set a set of goals, set a set of terms, and you have to set a standard for how you're going to be treated and how people are going to see you and how they're going to perceive you. If people feel they can get away with stuff, from minute one, they're going to keep trying to get away with stuff. And you can't allow that to happen. As a man, especially black men, we have to start saying, no, it's not going to go. That's not acceptable. Again, we're going to have to set these boundaries, and people will respect those boundaries when you present a firm line in the sand and say, this is how it's going to be when it comes to me. These games that you used to play with other people is not going to be played with me. And I believe if black men started setting those standards for themselves, other people would start respecting those lines, especially in our own community, because the whole thing is that we don't respect ourselves, so others don't respect us. We don't value ourselves, so others don't value us. And black men, it starts with us because we are the leaders of the community. No matter what anyone says, if the leader is following the followers, what does that say about the community? I mean, I look at the black community. We have the black women leading because the black men are afraid to be leaders. And the reason why they're following the black woman is because they don't want the responsibility, and they don't want to earn respect. They want somebody to give them respect, but then they don't understand that respect is earned through action, and it's earned through things like setting boundaries, intangible actions such as setting boundaries, establishing standards, and just saying, hey, this is how I want to live. This is my standard for living. These are my standards. If you don't want to follow, if you don't want to be a part of my program, then you're going to have to leave. And people will respect you if you present yourself as respectable. This is philosophy I follow in my own life. If you are very passive, you're going to get walked on. And if you don't stand up and stand up and stand, I'm getting tongue-tied again. If you don't stand up for yourself, nobody will stand up with you. And the problem with black people is they don't stand up for themselves, so nobody stands with them. And that's because we have these single mother households raising these boys, and they're not learning how to be leaders. And the only way to get respect is through setting those boundaries for yourself and establishing those standards and standing fast to those standards. Again, respect. Everything starts with respect. It is the most important personal intangible for personal power. And it's one of the foundations for empowering yourself is to command respect and demand respect. Until many black men start to understand this, they're going to be at the bottom of the barrel. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.